This toy, even to this day, has no true replacement available. Hi all, I'm Ling Dang. We have to kick off the year with something spectacular. Today, we're playing with the 2005 C version of Optimus Prime.
Our world is in grave danger. We urgently need to find the 4 energy chips before the Decepticons do, in order to save our planet and the entire galaxy.
Like, follow, and rewatch to build good habits.
The C version of Optimus Prime from Galaxy Force is like a god to me. As usual, let's quickly check the packaging. First, the front has a see-through window for the body. Here's a small window for the energy chip, the vehicle mode, and a large headshot sticker of Optimus Prime from the animation. Actually, the toy isn't as handsome as this sculpt. On the side, it refers to his style of playing, including the back, combinations of scenes, and displays of different forms. The contents are roughly distributed like this. On top is the main body, 2 thickened calves, and below that is the vehicle rear and giant cannon. Okay, let's start with the vehicle mode. It's this familiar, abstract, and big fire truck that everyone knows. Although it has 2 big cannons on its back, wings on the sides, and a humanoid head. Hands and even legs are exposed when turned over. But these minor issues do not affect its super handsome appearance at all. The color scheme is not as accurate to the animation as the TR-02A model, but I think it is not a big deal since this version came out before the animation was released. The only minor regret is that the bumper and these 2 cannons aren't painted silver. If painted silver like the packaging, the texture would be much better. The rolling action is incredibly smooth and the material used is exceptionally solid. Given the current pricing trend in the market, this item could potentially sell for nearly $2,000. There are 2 ways to play with the vehicle. First is the cannon's sound and light linkage. Take out this very important energy chip from the show. Insert it right here, and the side cannons will automatically spring open. And then lift this cannon here. Similarly, insert it here, and the cannon barrel will open. But I didn't install batteries, so there's no light or sound effect. And then there's the familiar talking, flying fire truck mode. The gears at the base of my wings feel different on each side. This side is so damn stiff that I can't even budge it at all. But the gears on these 2 soaked ones are really smooth and easy to move. Woohoo, this is awesome. When I first got these 2 cannons, they couldn't fit snugly against the vehicle. Later, I took apart the gear joint and adjusted it. And now it fits perfectly and looks fantastic. Alright, now it's time for the exciting transformation segment. Cue the music. After a classic and endlessly enjoyable transformation, we have obtained the basic humanoid form of this C-pillar. The feel of the transformation, the movement of the joints, this is exactly what a toy should be like. Even after 20 years and continuing up to the present day, there is still no product available that can fully replace it. The TR-02A is very beautiful, but it lacks the combination feature. There's a bit of regret in your playstyle, and the quality of mine can be described as absolutely unbeatable, with almost no paint chipping or any noticeable flaws, truly perfect. The overall body shape compared to the animation is definitely a bit shorter and stockier. Personally, I don't mind because the toy's shape is already very cool. The animation is cool on cool. Now let's take a look at the details. First, its head sculpt is quite impressive and the exposed design of the C-pillar is also very striking. Blue lips evoke a very black and white feeling. There is a lever located at the back of the head. With a gentle flip, it raises the mask of the super mode. Then unfold these 2 ears and hey, this is the super mode. This head is still very cool. The regrettable part of this figure is also on this head sculpt. When we take out the packaging box, we can see the head sculpt and the forehead guard on the back. It's very close to the animation. The other 3 pictures, whether it's this one or this one or this one, show the forehead guard pressed very low, very close to the tip of the mask. Personally, I think it was due to the technical capabilities at the time or the OEM factories issue, not made like the official picture. If made according to the official picture, his eyes would be fierce, just like in the animation. Now, in this state, the eyes are very big. Haha. Looks particularly smart. Of course, if you look down a bit, it's actually still okay. The chest, of course, can still be opened. If you flip down this gray cover, you will be able to see the control module.
Then there's no need to say much about articulation. Aside from ground contact, the foot has all the joints modern toys should have. A 2005 toy is definitely not lacking compared to one from 2025.
You can hold a large gun that can be mounted on the cannon by inserting it with your hand. In its basic form, the only thing left is to use the car's rear as a cannon platform. Alright, now we are going to move on to the super mode segment. Let's go ahead and start the music. Alright, so the super mode has been transformed again. This structure is truly never boring, with simple transformations, high fidelity, and great playability. Any Transformer achieving these three aspects is a quality product. The MPG-09 Superhuman that was released a while ago managed to do just that. I'll arrange it for everyone in the next few days. As for the 4.0 Optimus Prime that was recently revealed, I believe it will likely follow this same direction. If the MPG-17 really is Optimus Prime, it would definitely be more fun than the MPG-44. Of course, it could also be the MP-44 after reducing the backpack. Now, back to this old C-pillar. The design makes me think the basic form's aesthetics were sacrificed for the Super Mode's coordination. The Super Mode looks really quite good overall, and it seems to be well designed. The C version Galaxy Force Optimus Prime's appearance is definitely among the best of all Optimus Primes. Optimus Prime has everything he should have: lips, a mask, wings, and a cannon, just as he should. Especially a few months ago, I saw a big shot from Industrial Light and Magic transform the scene of Optimus Prime rushing out of an alley, drifting and transforming into a C-pillar design, which left me utterly amazed. I don't know what kind of water it was, but a few seconds of that clip left me dizzy. Then there's the Super Mode articulation. So I'm not showing you everything, but with all this gear on my back, I've got zero mobility. This thing just has no grounding. With grounding, there'd be no need to reset. And that's not all, because for today's video, I also took the time to prepare a C version of J-Sheet. I hope you find it as interesting and useful as the other content we've covered. Let me tell you, back when I was a kid, I used to buy those bagged ones at the school gate. You know, the yellow and green plastic ones that you had to assemble yourself. After nearly 20 years, I finally played the original version, and this character was initially the off-road vehicle named Jonshu that came to Earth with Optimus Prime. What happened later? Then it went to the Beast Star and became this lion, G-Lion. It's a very robust and strong lion, see? This Kirin arm, its transformation is quite simple. Basically, just stand it up and it's done. Lower the heel, then flip down these two panels located on the waist area, and finally fold and securely lock the double joints. Finally, pull out the head, turn the little arms, and it is basically transformed into its new form. The animated version looks very cool, but this toy looks a bit simpler. However, the head sculpt is quite accurate, and it features a very expressive head that captures a lot of detail. Its purpose is to serve as an accessory pack for Optimus Prime. It can transform into a Kirin arm for Optimus Prime, combining into Lion Tiger Optimus Prime. Transforming this Kirin arm is even simpler and more straightforward. Carefully pull off these two arms, then tuck the head back neatly, flip up the toes, and attach the two claws securely to the soles. Push the joint at the base to the right side, and this becomes an arm for Optimus Prime. Actually, the effect presented in the animation is completely different from this. In the show, they directly fold the entire leg into the thigh. The effect shown in the cartoon is just this segment without this part. Then they magically create a big hand, and that big hand and fist look really cool and impressive. Unfortunately, this toy can't replicate that. It can only roughly imitate it. Saw this part into a chunk, and it gives a feeling of a hand. Then we combine it with Optimus Prime. First, remove Optimus Prime's backpack, restore the right arm to vehicle mode. The big hollow at the back of the backpack is reserved for this mode. Place the vehicle front into the backpack, align it with the slot, and snap it back into place. Fold the two cannons to the back. Next, we will slot Jason into place through this interface. The transformation of Galaxy Force Leo Prime is complete. This form debuted with a punch that knocked out Megatron. Later, Megatron created another one that looked exactly like this stone called the Black Revenge Lion and fought Optimus Prime. Although this toy isn't as cool as it appears in the animation, it still looks very imposing once it is fully assembled. But there's a small flaw, see? The legs can't close. I originally planned to buy the big hand of the Beast House to attach it for him. Later, I felt that in the play, the character's hand was right here, so if you added another hand, where would it go? It's about to happen and you're just not suitable for it. So I created this channel and then inserted it into this gap. After inserting it, you should then close the legs. Once you have done that, isn't it perfectly closed? Doesn't it eventually become a big fist? Looks much better, right? However, the mobility is quite limited. Only the arm swing, the thigh root, can move inward and outward. No horizontal rotation, no elbow bend. And it was uncomfortable to play with, so I just posed it to look better.